there's kind of a strange article in the New York Times about whether or not it's appropriate to let your children be naked in public.
Right. Especially when they're 25 years old.
That's right. But I think they're talking about little kids. Little kids. But
what age though? 5?
I think 5 and under.
Preschool.
5 and under.
Kindergarten, preschool.
So would you guys let the kids take their clothes off around the playground?
At the park that I take Jeffrey to, a lot of the parents, we have like a little water thing where you could go through the water. Yeah. And a lot of the parents let their clothes on. And for me, it bothers me because I'm going, there are a lot of pedophiles who hang around parks. Yes. And I think it exposes not only your child to danger, but my child. Because these kids are running around with no clothes on. I never know
what to say. What if you go to somebody's house?
Yeah. Now I think...
And there's a, let's say the eldest, we're talking about 5-year-olds.
Right.
And you go to your house with Jeffrey, and there's a 5-year-old girl. And she's... has no clothes on. Would it bother you?
Yeah, because I think you have company. You know, if Jeffrey runs around with no clothes on, but if somebody comes over, I'm going to put clothes on him.
But it's hard because you want to, as a parent, like I understand, because I'm always at the sprinklers with Grace, right? So, but sometimes what happens is the kid's running with their clothes, and then you don't have the backup clothes, so then you're just like, okay, let me take your clothes off, dry them on the stroller. You have, you know, I've seen parents do that. With Grace, I think clothing is more than appropriate all the time.
I think at a certain age, you should put, I understand
Can I just say about the pedophiles, I don't think that the kid has to be naked. I think that they're just perverted and they're looking at kids. And
absolutely.
Whether they're naked or not.
I think it doesn't help.
I don't think they mind if the kids, I think it's like a bonus for them if they happen to be. Yeah. So if you can protect the kids a little bit more, you try to do it.
There was somebody, we're talking...
It makes it uncomfortable.
What about, but if someone comes to my house and we're having dinner, the kid needs to be clothed. I'm sorry.
I hear you. Look, I think you try to teach your kids as best as possible. You also don't want them to have shame at an age when, you know, it's that line you walk when you don't want them to be ashamed of their bodies.
At what age? Because when I go to the beach, and I love to walk on the beach and so forth, and I see little babies being changed, that's okay.
That's okay. Diaper age, I say, and beyond.
Okay, so you're saying, what's diaper? How old is diaper?
3-ish.
So up until the age of 3 or 4, up to the age of 3 or 4, it's okay, but 5 is no.
Once they have their big girl undies or big little boy pants, then maybe that's the time when you start to talk about
trained, running around naked can ruin your furniture.
Well, that's how... Look, if anyone who has a boy, can I just... Sherry knows this. You have a boy, and it is summertime. The easiest way for them to potty train is to be naked.
I let him go naked.
In a boy's case, the wallpaper.
I don't know. I mean, you know, people have their children running around on the beach. I mean, once children go to school where other kids are, I think it's probably time to start having the discussion.
True.
Wait. Well,
these days.
Well, I'm just saying, when you go to school and you are cognizant that you have other friends that you're playing with, and you can call them up on the phone, it's probably a good thing to keep your clothes on.
Say, what are you wearing when they're 3?
When they're 2, you know, when they're 2, I think people have babies running around in their little area at the beach naked, and I think it's fine. You know, you keep an eye on your kid. You know, it only gets really freaky if you see them running around and no parent.
Yeah.
See, because a lot of times people say, oh, go ahead and run.
Right.
No. Right. I'm running with you.
Yeah, exactly.
I know you don't have any clothes up. I'm keeping mine on. But I will run with you. I think then it's kind of
But then you're talking, when you say, I mean, it used to be that school began at 5. In the dark ages. Now, at 1.5 years or 2 years old, kids are in school. So what you're sort of saying is from 2 on, put your clothes on.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, like 3, you know, I think it's when you feel it's appropriate. I think you have gut instincts as a parent, and you try to be sensible about it. Like I said, I think maybe the diaper thing is a good way. And when your kid is when they understand enough for you to say, this is your body, why don't you just put your big girl undies on? You don't have to make them feel bad about their body.
They just pull whatever's hanging.
Jeffrey because I let him run around with no clothes in the house. He's perfectly comfortable. But I think it would make other people uncomfortable if I let him run around.
Well, here's an interesting thing, Sherry, since we're on this. On Thursday, August 16th, you're walking around, August 6th, you're walking out here live in a swimsuit. What's happening?
Oh my gosh, so I'm trying to get in preparation. I went in yesterday and I got a little salt body glow for the thing, and then everybody keeps telling me that, I look like I'm dead in that picture.
It was disturbing.
But now everybody's telling told me you got to get this daggone bikini wax.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so never in my life, I know, and all I got, one word, ouch. That's it. That's all I'm going to say.
All right.
You did it. So it's done. You're all smooth and stuff.
You'll see it on Flip Cam next week, my jaunt.
After you've put this bathing suit on once, is this, I mean, it's not you have to keep dieting, keep exercising for the whole rest of the summer?
No, that's why I wanted to do it, Barbara.
One shot.
No, I wanted to show people if you eat right and exercise, you can keep your weight. You know, it's no miracle pills or dieting crazy.
You've gone through a lot.
But the bathing suit diet's a good one.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And the bikini wax is part of it.
And that's what everybody was telling me. You can come with me next time.
I should have gone with you. People do it before birth.
Bikini wax.
You know, they say girls do it.
This is way too deep. This lesbian affair is getting too deep for me. Now, Barbara, before we go, you want to say something, and I know it's very important
It's
to you.
very important to me. Bill Getty,
Yes.
whom we have all been with, there he is looking puzzled, whom we have now been with for 13 years, and I have been with for like 20 years, is getting older, and tomorrow he is celebrating his birthday, and we would all like to wish him a very happy birthday.
Now, before we...
One more thing, that he's almost getting too old to produce anymore.
Well, here was my question before we leave.
Yes.
You say you've been with him.
Yeah, with him.
He's shaking his head yes.
Was that an audition, Barbara? Was that in your book? I don't think it's 284.
I just want to know,
I did not say
Bill.
that I knew him. See,
No, you
that's
said
a
you'd
difference.
been with him.
We have been with each other.
No, but Barbara, throw it back. You didn't say I got with him. That's when we know.
No, you said I've been with him with that I thing that Barbara does when she wants you to know what she means. She went like this.
Where's Bill in all
We've
this?
been
Defend yourself,
together. Listen, Bill, we got to go, but we're really glad that you're here. And when we come back, we're going to be with Thomas Jane and Jane Addams.
Nice.